What is up guys, welcome to the part 6 of the project here. So today we are going to create the project section of our portfolio. So here we will show some projects. As you can see that this nice layout will be for our projects, and you can see that we are having this overlapping layout, and whenever I will hover we'll have this smooth transition. As you can see, it's really simple, but still it is really looking good, and this design is actually fully responsive. If I go to the inspect here and go to a small device, you can see that it is really responsive and it's looking good in the small device. And also we have another breakpoint here. If I go extra small device, as you can see that now we have the card in different style, means the button, if you notice that it's actually having a full width. So we will create this super responsive layout in our project section. I hope you guys will like it. Also, if you wanna get some interesting tips and tricks about web design and development, you can follow us on Instagram. The handle is instagram.com/web_CIFAR. Also, if you face any kind of problem with this tutorial, you can join our Facebook community group. We have a great and helpful community, and you can post your problem there. So with that saying, let's get started. So here, as you can see that that's our project section, and that's what we are going to make. So here, let's actually come here, and after the about section, let's create the comments for our project section. So projects section, and this will be end of project section, and between them I will have my code for the projects. So first of all, let's get a section with the ID of projects, and inside that I will have a div with a class of container. And here I will have a h2 with the class of section heading, and here let's say that projects, and I should see my project title. As you can see, also let's have the outline. So for that I need to pass a outline, a data-outline attribute here. So the attribute value will be the projects, and if I do that, I can see my outline behind this project title. So after that, let's actually go to our items. So as you can see that now we will have 3 items. So let's create them. So after the h2, let's have a div with the class of all items, and let me actually increase the font size a little bit. So here inside this all items div, I will have a div with the class of single item, and here I will just say that div with the class of left, and inside that I will have my image for the project. So image, and for now let's say that the image URL. So here is the image URL will be the first project picture, and also if you want you can pass a project alternative text. So that's it, and if I save, I can see my image here. So after the image, if I go to the website, so that's the left side, that's the left div that we have here. Inside the left div we have our image, and so let's create the right side of our card, means this project card. So in the right side, what we'll have is actually, so inside the right, let's have all the information about the project. So h2 with the class of project title, and here let's say that lorem. So I think this will be fine, and after that let's create the subtitle. So this one will be the h3 with the class of project subtitle, and here I will have the same text that we have in our this title. So paste it here, and after that I will have a description. So after the h3, let's create a paragraph. And for this paragraph I will also have a class which will be the project description, and here I will have some text. So let me copy the text and paste it over here. So as you can see that we have the text here, and finally what I need, actually I need a couple of buttons, as you can see here. So let's do that. So after this paragraph I will have a div with the class of buttons, and inside that I will have two anchor tags. The first one will be the depth link. For now, let's say that the class will be primary button, and here let's say that no more, and I can see my button here because I already have a global style for this primary button class. And after that I will have another button, the same button, but this one will have the class primary button as well the outline class. So now as you can see that I have the outline, but I don't have any kind of text. So let's say that preview or preview. Yeah, I can see the preview button here. So it's looking good, and if I go to the final project, you can see that there is a icon for this preview button, which is actually, it is indicating that we will open the link in a new tab. So that's what we are actually adding this icon, so that the user will know whenever I will click the button, it will open a link which will be in a new tab. So let's actually get this icon. So we will get the icon from heroicons.com. So inside the heroicons.com, let's search for link, and I can see the external link. So copy the SVG here and come to our project, and here as you can see that that's the preview text, and after the preview text we'll have our SVG. So if I come here, yeah, after the preview text we'll have the SVG. So we need to do one more thing here. We need to wrap this button text in a S pen. So we have S pen now, and let's say that preview here. So we wrap this preview text inside a S pen, and now what I can do, I can just paste the SVG here. So now we have a S pen, and also we have a SVG, and inside the S pen we have our text, and inside the SVG we have our icon. So right now it is not okay, we will style it in a moment. So before that we need 3 more actually, and how much we need? We need 3 of them. So let's duplicate this whole item here. So from this beginning to end, so that's the closing and that's the opening. So duplicate this thing 2 more time, and I should see the card 2 more time here. So let's actually change the picture. So if I come here, so that's the first one, and for the second one I believe the image will be the 2. Yeah, that's the second, and for the third one the image of the project will be the project 3 image. So we have now 3 images as you can see in our 3 different project. So right now we need to just style that. So let's go to our style.css, and in the bottom here let's say that projects section style, and we need to style our project section here. So first of all, let's create some padding in the top and bottom of our section. So projects and padding will be about 10 rem and 0, and after that let's go to our individual items. So projects item, and here I need to display it as a flex, and align items will be center, and justify content will be the center. And if I do that, as you can see that the 3 projects that we have here, actually they are they have the content inside them in a row, because as you can see that in the left side we have our image, in the right side we have our content. So they are actually staying in a row right now, and that's what we want. We want them in a row. One will be in the left side, and other part of the card will be in the right side. So that's fine. And after that, let's say that the max width for this card will be 800 pixel, and after that we need to make it margin 0 auto so that it remains in the center. And after that margin bottom will be 15 rem, so that they can get separated from each other. So here if you notice that we have the image in the left side and the information in the right side for our first one. For the second one, it is actually totally opposite, the image in the right side, now the text in the left side. And similar thing is actually happening here. So if you notice that the first one and the third one means the odd number of card or the project is actually having the same style, and the even number of card is having the other style, means the opposite style. So we need to make sure that, so projects and item and child, and we need to select the even, and here I need to make sure that the flex direction is actually reverse, row reverse. So now as you can see that whenever I will do that, whenever I will actually select the even number of card, means the second one, and do the flex direction reverse, as you can see that the content is as you can see that it is in the left side now, the image in the right side, and the all other cards, means the odd number of cards, first one and the third one, is actually having the default style, means the image in the left and the content in the right side. So that's what it is doing. So whenever we will have the fourth project, it will actually follow the even project style, means the image will be in the right side, the card content will be in the left side. If we have a card number of 4 here, and means all the odd number will be this style, all the even number of card will be in this style. So that's fine. And after that, let's go to our left side of our cards. So projects and item left, and here let's say that flex will be 1, and after that let's go to our projects item right. If you can see that the flex is 1 for our left, so the left is actually okay, but we don't have any kind of flex for the right side, so that's how we can't see it. So let's say that for the right we will also need the flex 1, because I want them 50% width, means it will have half for the image, half for the content. So now in our right side we need to make it a overlapping layout, as you can see that. So in our right side here, let's say that margin left will be minus 150 pixel, and if I do that, as you can see that now it is overlapping. So we need to do some more styles, something like background color will be the BG body, and after that I will have some padding. So padding will be 5 rem in the top and bottom and 3 rem in the left and right. Yeah, after that I will have a border radius of 12 pixel and box shadow of 0 pixel for the X, 0 for the Y, 20 pixel, and we will have a color of black with a 28 opacity. That's what we have for our box shadow. It is very subtle box shadow, but it is looking good. So after that we need to make sure that we have a Z index of 2, because we are actually overlapping here. So as you can see that we are overlapping right now. The even number of card will not have a correct style, but we will do, or we will fix it later. But the odd number of card will have a perfect style, as you can see, because those cards are actually having the default style. Odd number of card will have the default style. So it's looking good. And after that let's actually go to our right side. So here in our projects, let's say that item and nth child even. So we are actually now targeting the even number of card or item. Margin left will be 0. So now as you can see that now the margin left is now 0, because we have a default style of margin left minus 150 pixels. So we need to make sure that in the even card we don't have them. So after that we need to go to our left side for our even. So project item, here let's say that nth child, and let's say that even. So we are targeting now the even number of card. So here I need to grab the left side and I need to do the margin left minus 150 pixel. Sorry, it should be the projects. Yeah, right now it is overlapping. Sorry, it was my mistake. It should be the projects. Now if you can see that it's having the overlapping, and because So what we did here is actually we selected the left side of the event card and make the overlapping here. But in the default style, we need to have the overlapping in the right side. So we need to make sure about that. So that's a little bit tricky part here. So after that, let's actually get the image and let's actually do some style for it. So here in our projects and item and left and image, and let's say that height will be 500 pixel and also overflow will be hidden, and make sure that the border radius is 12 pixel because we want the smooth filling here. And also let's say that box shadow will have the same box shadow almost, so 0 pixel x and 0 pixel y, 20 pixel, and we'll have a color which will actually coming from our primary color. So you can see that we have a nice box shadow in our image here and there, as you can see, and also we have this border radius, and also the height is now, as you can see that the height is now 500 pixel. So in some image, as you can see that we have some problem now. If you can see this image, it's actually stretching the image, so we don't want that. So for that, what I can do, actually I can grab the actual image. So here grab the actual image and say that object fit will be the cover, and if I do that, not contain, sorry, cover, if I do that, you can see that now the image is actually fixed. Yeah, it's looking good now. So after that, let's also have an overlay in our this image. So let's create the overlay here. So let's go to the project and item, left image. We will make this overlay with a sword element, and this time let's actually use after sword element, and we will create the overlay. If you notice that this is the actual image, but here if you notice that we have an overlay color of this kind of purple color in our this image. So that's what we are making right now. So we are making this overlay color with this after. So here in our after, make sure that the position is absolute and the content is actually empty, and left 0 and also the right 0, sorry, and height and width will be 100%, and also we will have a background color. So the background color will have, we will have this color. So here, as you can see that the overlay is actually right here, as you can see that that's the color, and that's what we are actually looking for our overlay. So it's doing its job, but we have a problem here. We don't want our overlay here in all over the place. We want this overlay only for this image. So right now we are having a position absolute, and we are actually making height and width 100%. So that's why we are having this. But whenever you will have position absolute, you need to make sure that who is the parent. So the parent is actually our image, this image, and we need to make sure that the parent is having a position relative. So now we have the overlay here, and it's only covering the image, it's not covering the whole place. So that's great. So after that, let's actually have this animation, you can say. So whenever I'll hover one of the item, it will scale up the image. So to do that, what I need to do, I need to go to our actual image. So projects, item. So whenever I will hover one of item and the left image will scale up. So transform scale 1.1, and also make sure that the Z index will be the 1. So now if I do that, I can see my image who is actually scaling up. And also I need to show one more thing in our image here. As you can see that we are having an overflow hidden, and if I hide that or if I comment it out, so if I comment it out, and now whenever I will hover one of my card here, as you can see that we are having the weird thing here. We are seeing that the image is actually scaling up, but it's actually going outside of our image container. So to remove that, we need to make sure that the overflow is hidden, means whenever the image will go outside of its container, it will be hidden. So if I do and save that, now I can see that we are having the same scaling thing, but this time we can't see outside of our image stuff, as you can see that. So that's why I used overflow hidden here, and now it's good. Right now we just need a transition here. So in our image here, let's say that the transition will be 0.3 second is and only for the transform. And that's it. As you can see that we have this smooth transition right now. Yeah, the card is looking good right now. We need to just style the information. So let's do it here. So projects, item, right, and projects subtitle, or I think the first one will be the title. And for the title, the font size will be 2.5 pm, and the font family will be the Montserrat. And if you want, you can use a sans serif fallback. And margin bottom will be the 1 rem. And that's it for our heading. Yeah, it's looking good. So let's do the subheading. Copy the selector because it's almost same. So subtitle here, and for the subtitle we need to make sure the font size is 1.6 rem, so it will be smaller. So margin bottom will be 2 rem, and you can see that that's our subtitle. So after that, let's actually style the description here. So projects, item, right side, and project description. So for the description, I need to change the color. We already have the style for it because that's a paragraph. We have a global style for paragraph. And for the color, we will actually use the secondary gray, and margin bottom will be 3 rem. Not 2, we can use 3. Yeah, looking great. So after that, let's actually do the style for our buttons. We have almost a good style for the buttons. We just need to style the external link icon. So for that, I think I should have a class here. No, I don't have any kind of class. So I think we need to have a class. So let's say that for this one, this is the second anchor tag, and this one will also have a class of external link class. And also let's do it for the other two. So for the second anchor tag, we'll have a new class, which is the external link. Here for the second URL, sorry, for the second anchor tag, we'll have the external link class. So with this class, let's actually style this. So here, let's say that the project, item, and here let's say that it is in the right side, and inside the buttons we have this external link class, and this is actually anchor tag. Sorry, we need to style the SVG, not the external anchor tag. So for the SVG width, let's say that the width will be 25 pixel. Now as you can see that the width is actually good, I think. So also we need to style this anchor tag. So for that, I just can say that projects, or we can actually copy this till this external link class. So paste it here, and let's say that display will be flex, because I want them as a side by side, as you can see that, and also align item center and justify content center. Not center, I think justify content, yeah, center will be good. What I'm doing. So gap should be the 1 rem. So between them, I will have 1 rem gap. So that's it. As you can see that it's looking good. We have the external link here. So right now we have a problem here. As you can see that this button is having a border, and this one is not having a border. So that's why if you notice that this button is looking a little bit bigger, because it's have 2 pixel top, 2 pixel bottom border. So that's why it's actually looking a little bit more bigger than our this button. So to fix that, what I can do in our external link button, I can actually change the padding. So we have to calculate this. So calc. So the default padding in the top we have 0.6 rem, and from that, not rem, actually it's m. So 0.6 m, and from that I need to subtract 4 pixel, because in the top we have 2 pixel, in the bottom we have 2 pixel. So we need to subtract that from our actual padding. And for the y we need to do the same. So copy this thing and paste it over after that, and this time the padding is actually 1.6, and we need to subtract 4 pixel, because in the left side we have 2, in the right side we have 2 pixel. If I save that, now you can see that it's now actually looking more smooth, or you can say that more pleasant, because now in your eye you can say that the both buttons are actually equal with the border. Everything is looking good. After that we need to make it responsive. So let's go to our inspect, and you can see that it is not having any kind of responsiveness right now. Media only screen and max width. Max width will be 768 pixel, and whenever I will come inside this range, what I need to do, actually I need to, first of all, we need to change the flex direction of our item. So projects, item, and flex direction will be the column. Now it's actually, as you can see that the column, the flex direction is now column, but the even one, it's actually remaining the same, because as you know that we have a defined style for the even number of card. So the default style is actually changing. Now we have our image in the top and the card in the bottom. So after that, let's actually select the left part. So project and item and left, and here let's say that the width will be 100%. And if I do that, now as you can see the width is 100%, and after that we need to do the same thing in the right side. So projects, sorry, it should be the project, sorry, yeah, now it should be defined. So we need to make sure about that. It's actually projects, not project. So projects and item, so we need to select the right one, and for this one the width will be 90%, because we want the right side a little bit smaller than the left side. And after that we need to make sure that it is margin 0 auto. Now as you can see that now it is in the center, and if you notice that it's having the 100%, it is having the 90%, because it's a little bit smaller. And also we need to do the overlapping right now. So we need to do the overlapping in the top side of our card. So for that I need to make sure a margin top of -150 pixel in the top side of our card. So if I do that, now as you can see that we are actually overlapping things here in the top side of the card. Yeah, that's great. So after that we need to do styling for our this even number of item. So let's do that. So projects, item, and nth child, even. So for the even I need to change also the flex direction column. Right now it's changing its direction, as you can see that right now it's column, but we need to change a little bit more here. We need to grab the left side of this even card, and say that margin left will be the 0, because we don't want any kind of margin in the left side. So it's happening because we made a mistake here in the right side of our all the default style. So here we need to make sure that instead of margin 0 auto, it should be the margin left 0. So if I do that, now as you can see that we are actually back in the track. So that's it. As you can see that it's looking really good. The design is actually really smooth and clean. So here one more thing, what I need to make sure that whenever I'll go to an extra small device, as you can see that these buttons are actually messed up. We need to fix that. So for that we need to create another breakpoint. So media only screen and max width, and max width we will break it in 450 pixel. And here I need to make sure that the buttons, so let's select the buttons. So projects item, in the right side we have these buttons, and here the flex direction now will be the column. And if I do now, as you can see that now they are in column, and also we need to make them 100% width. So grab the actual anchor tag here and make the width 100% and the text alignment center. Yeah, that's it. As you can see, now it is fully responsive. Now we have these two you can say kind of breakpoint, one for the medium small and one for the extra small device. Yeah, it's fine. That's what for our this project section. We have responsive project section and with this nice looking transition, as you can see here. So that's it guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to watch more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I will upload my next video. So my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.